day, Terry arrived at the academy's training grounds. Fortunately, the training area was open all day, as long as students had their academy ID with them. Terry stood in the middle of the training field waiting. He checked the time. 5 minutes passed, then 10. Finally, after 12 minutes, Mae appeared. She waved as she approached. "Hello." Terry looked at her with a serious expression. "You're late." Mae stopped. She looked at the clock. "By 12 minutes?" "Yes," Mae sighed. "Sorry." She wasn't going to let his seriousness bother her. "So how are we going to do this?" She looked down at her hands. "I have a weapon." She looked at Terry. "But you don't." Terry shook his head. "I don't need one." Mae raised an eyebrow. "You don't?" "I've been doing some research." Terry had spent the previous night studying everything he could find about Mae's weapon. "Your weapon is known as the Poison Queen." Mae looked confused. "The Poison Queen?" Terry nodded. "Apparently your weapon has an ability that can make poison rain from the sky." Mae's eyes widened. "I thought it was acid." "So did I," Terry continued, "but according to the records I found, it's actually poison. And there's a lot of it." Mae became more interested. "How much are we talking about?" Terry was silent for a moment. "More than 100 different types of poison can exist in a single drop." Mae's eyes widened. "One drop?" "One drop." Terry looked at her seriously. "So when you eventually learn how to use that ability, make sure none of your allies are nearby." "You could kill them too?" Mae slowly nodded. "Okay. I'll remember that." She looked at Terry. "So, when do we start?" Terry answered immediately. "Now!" He suddenly rushed forward. Thud! His fist struck Mae directly in the stomach. Mae stumbled backward. "What was that?" Terry remained in his fighting stance. "A little warning would have helped." Terry shook his head. "Enemies aren't going to warn you. If you're going to protect yourself and everyone around you, you need to stay on your toes." Mae straightened herself. She smiled. "Okay." She summoned her needles. "Then let's do this." Terry rushed forward again. Mae attacked. A needle flew past Terry's face. He ducked. Another followed. He stepped aside. Mae moved faster. Terry moved faster. For hours, the two continued training. Mae attacked from every direction. Terry avoided every strike. Whenever Mae became frustrated, Terry pushed her harder. Again, Mae attacked. Faster. She attacked again. "Don't think about your next move." Another attack. React. Mae's movements became faster and more precise. For the first time, she wasn't fighting simply because she wanted to know how strong Terry was. She was actually enjoying herself. 7 hours passed. Eventually, Terry stepped backward. "That's enough." Mae lowered her needles. Terry looked exhausted as well. "We've been training for 7 hours. I don't want you to exhaust yourself." Mae nodded. Then she smiled. "Can we do this again?" Terry looked at her. "Sure," he shrugged. "That's what training is for." The two left the training grounds together. Neither noticed someone standing in the shadows near the edge of the field. Keith. He had watched the entire training session. His expression was completely different from before. He wasn't angry about Terry's speed. He wasn't angry about losing the fight anymore. He was worried. He watched Terry and Mae disappear into the distance. 7 hours. His fists tightened. She's spending 7 hours alone with him. A thought entered his mind that he couldn't shake. What if Terry takes Mae away from me? For the first time, Keith wasn't thinking about beating Terry. He was thinking about losing Mae. And that fear could be much more dangerous. To be